Oh, go. But notice how much smoother I am with my pebbles.
Light,
yes.
easy to move.
Yes, so much easier.
Hey Karla.
Hey Nathan.
I'm excited to be here.
Me too.
You have a domestic machine, you have some fabric, you're gonna get into quilting.
I'm going to attempt to get into quilting, yes.
Where are we gonna begin?
We're going to set up our machine for free motion quilting. And what you'll need to do is change your foot, put your feed dogs down, and get your table. The feed dogs are what move your fabric through while you're piecing, and they tend to grab the fabric, so we want to put the feed dogs down. So we want a smooth surface to be able to manipulate the fabric and do our beautiful designs.
So now Karla, I know we're gonna be switching the foot. You mentioned
the darning foot, the quilting foot, or the embroidery foot, okay? It's a rounded or open toe for you to be able to move without it grabbing your fabric. It's not hard to change your feet. I'm just going to loosen it with my screwdriver and then undo the thumb screw and take the foot out. And I want to do it enough that I can slide my embroidery foot or darning foot on.
Great, now we've got the right foot on there.
Yeah.
Now Karla, here's the big part. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna quilt.
Yeah, we're gonna attempt to quilt. One of the struggles that I have when I'm trying to free motion quilt, just using my machine and the table, is managing the fabric. And you're gonna see my challenges and how uncomfortable it is for me. Number one, I wanna talk about the positioning. When you're free motion quilting and being able to be angled so your shoulders are nice and straight, you're not hunched over like this, we have a tendency to really get our faces in there. On this one, you're really multitasking. You're using your foot pedal to gauge your speed, so you have to think about the pressure, and then you're also moving the fabric at the same time to get your stitch length. See, as I'm pushing it through, I'm just gonna go little distances and stop. It's pulling on this side, so it's not even moving under the foot very easily. So maybe if I just don't push down quite so hard.
If you're at home and you're using the machine, do you have some of these kind of experiences? Karla, you talked about the pressure, holding, moving, pushing, that those things are all...
I feel like I want to grab the fabric and
move
pull it through.
That's what I feel like I would want to do.
I'm trying to do a little pebble here, but
doing a little pebble?
I'm pretty good at
it's looking great.
On the frame, but notice, listen to my machine. I'm having a hard time just getting that sweet spot.
Slowing it down necessarily. Karla, thank you very much. How are you feeling about this?
It's tough. It's really tough to do. And I'm finding that I'm tensing up because I want it to look so good and so pretty.
This is one of the reasons I think that you love a frame.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about the difference between moving fabric under the needle quickly and then moving the pen over the fabric. Now, Karla, here is a slightly different situation.
Yes.
This is the fabric rolled up in the throat.
Right.
What's the management of the fabric at this current stage?
Well, on the one end, you have the fabric pulling this direction. On the other end, you're trying to manipulate using your hand, working in the area, holding all of the fabric in this direction. It gets a little cumbersome and very difficult, and it starts to weigh. See, I broke my wrist a while back, and it really starts to wear on my wrist and on my shoulders. That's where we really feel it. And you get quilter's neck. It's when you're tensing up and you're starting to feel really tense and tight, and you just feel like you need to go to the chiropractor or the massage.
That's when you need a massage chair at home.
Right,
so that's fun. Now, Karla, I also have heard that when you're starting, that some of the ladies will put this that's up over their shoulder. It's all over, depending on how big.
And they have contraptions in their house to hold
the fabric. It gets hot.
Fabric.
It's heavy.
Yes.
The stress, not only on your hands, your wrists, like you said, your necks and your shoulders. These are some of the things that if you finished a quilt at home, this is why a lot of people just do straight stitching, by the way, because as you're pushing through, it's just easier to roll it and push it all the way through. Right now, you have this extra bit of fabric.
Right. You have to worry about this one too because it's pulling. And you have so much fabric to manage. That's the difficult thing for me.
When you do this on a frame, what gets solved?
It makes it easier for me because I'm moving the machine rather than the fabric through the throat of the machine. And it's holding my fabric in a stable positioned so that I can just move across it. So I don't have to worry about multitasking and pushing on the foot. Only a couple of things that I have to think about is pushing the foot pedal and how fast I'm moving the machine.